And hello everybody and welcome back to Anno 1800, looking at Port Royal here right now. Why? Well, because two things we want to do in this episode. First of all, well, we do want to upgrade a few more buildings here in Port Royal. It's not looking... Yeah, it's looking actually pretty good here, but what we miss is more obreros. We still have a high honorary workforce here, and we do need to get the obreros up there. Why is that? Well, we do need to get gold mines now finally into the New World or into Cape Trelawney. And why is that? Well, because my investors in Cape Trelawney, let's just go there real quick, are pretty unhappy. As you can see, investors have minus 31 and engineers have minus 12. That is not good. If I continue having that high unhappiness there in Crown Falls, well, guess what? I will get riots there, lots of them. Why are they so unhappy? They do need the bank, the members club, and the pocket watches above all. So pocket watches, and well, the investors do need that, and the engineers do need the pocket watches too. So it's, well, quite logical that we need to go for that. First of all, we do need to upgrade more people in Port Royal because we do need the workforce. So that is kind of a nice chain here, right, of actions that we need to do in order to raise the happiness of my people in Crown Falls. I do need to raise the happiness and the level of the people of Port Royal here. That's pretty cool, I think. Now here, let's upgrade some more obreros, and as we can see, nice town, nice town. It might actually need some ornaments here and there, so let's have there. We do have the police station here. We might just have a few palm trees there. We do have a bit of space here. As we can see, we got lots of wells here in the middle, fountains in the middle already, but we can still add more of them, right? So there is another spot here, and I think up here, yeah, there is another spot here, just making this town here a bit more beautiful. There we got these nice entrances there, and as you guessed it, palm trees are just a perfect addition for that. Let's add lots of palm trees there to the main area, the main street here of Port Royal. Also here, I mean, doesn't need to be palm trees all the time. We do have quite a lot of ornaments here, some wells here, so perhaps something for the horses, having a well here where they can drink something from time to time. We do have a garden. That is something bigger, so a garden actually might fit in here too. So let's get rid of one of these fountains there and just have a garden. Oh, the garden is actually smaller. A gazebo park is nice too, so people can sit here and enjoy the day and just chat with each other if they want to. So that's that. Yeah, having these palm trees here looks nice, I think. Well, we might just as well add some brick roads here, since Port Royal does have lots of brick and a good brick production. And that is something we still haven't done yet for Port Royal, and it is a nice town there. So we should have some paved roads, and just look at how big of a difference it makes to have these paved roads here. I think it makes a huge difference to those, or to the look of the city there in general. That's a pretty cool thing. So let's just use all the bricks that we have and just look at that. It looks way more civilized now with some paved roads there, and I think my obreros are quite happy for that as well. We do have we do actually have the clay deposit here, which is being used. We do have another one over here that we might as well just use now. So we do have the workforce for that. Let's get a road over here, having a warehouse there. Actually, we have lots of space here where we can still place something if we want to. And then let's have a look. There we have the clay pit, and we do need, well, 100 workers for the brick factory. And let's get this one closer and actually have a fire station and close by as well. The usual thing. Now we do have 450 obreros. Let's go over here to La Fortuna, because in La Fortuna we have 8 gold deposits available. Quite a lot. I don't think we have more than that on any other island right now. There's 8 in Santa Maria. That's good to know. But in that case here, La Fortuna offers the most, and we actually already have an infrastructure here that we can use. Now let's go for consumables. There we have the gold mine. We do have the resources, and it does need, as you can see, 100 obreros each time. So we can build 4 of them, let's say 5, let's say 6 of them right now, because we can still upgrade a few. So let's have the first gold mine here. And they're quite slow actually in producing things. We do need a warehouse for this one here. They're really not that quick. 1 minute and 15 seconds for each ton of gold. That's actually quite a lot of time. There we can have another one. close to a warehouse here already. Over here, that's a bit far away. This one we've used. This one's pretty good there. Let's build one here, and let's have a warehouse there too. I mean, warehouses are no problem. They don't cost anything in that case here. And I think we've used now almost all of them. This one's open. This one's left. Right, those two there. Right. So let's get a street over there. Let's try and not use too much timber there. And there we have another one. Right, and we can still use this one here too. And there we have that gold mine here. Now, very nice. We do though need more obreros. So in that case here, we still have kind of a bit of some room to upgrade here. So let's upgrade these people here. Having some more obreros. This one here in the center of Port Royal. And these guys here. And then we have a positive balance now. Quite equal. So the only way how to continue now building more production buildings in the new world is by expanding Port Royal. And that's something we are probably going to do as well soon. So right now, just look at that. People here, yeah, are quite happy. Obreros and the Honolars, so no big deal. We don't need to do anything else here. Perhaps, well, over here, as we can see, having a few more palm trees is a good idea. It makes the whole town so much more beautiful to have trees. Especially in the courtyards of the houses there with those fountain gardens there. Where is my marketplace here? We have one down here. And we have one over here. So these guys here, yep, they lack a marketplace. So we should probably get one to this area here as well. And a good idea, because we can now, well, add a few more of these building or districts here then. Over here we can have another one that fits in nicely. And in case, yeah. Can actually squeeze in 2, 3 of them here. Having a few more farmers there never hurts. There we have a bit of room again. Here we can add a few more people in normal blocks. Just like that. And probably that's enough for now. So and a few more buildings here for more Honoleros. And then we can upgrade a few more of them. Over here. Oh, and then we have some destroyed ones.
The city has grown more beautiful.
And this one here. Yep, they lacked a marketplace here in this area. So that's why I couldn't upgrade them. And that's pretty fine now. So we do have more workforce again for at least one more gold mine, right? So we have used all of them here now. Yeah, very good. We have used all of them. Can we increase the productivity? Oh no, we cannot do that. So that's it for now. We do have 8 of them working. Now we do have a few cargo ships here. Mermaid's Purse. Let's have this one here for the trade route from La Fortuna to Cape Trelawney. Yeah, Crown Falls, that is. And here we just use now gold ore. Oh, we actually have quite a lot of gold ore in store there right now. We can make this full here. I'm going to have probably 2 ships of it on this trade route there. Very good. And the Mermaid's Purse on its way now. The first ship for that. And as you can see, I could have 2 more gold mines if I wanted to. Actually, 4 more if I upgrade more. Let's upgrade a bit more here. I love upgrading those buildings here. So that's 400 obreros now. That's 4 gold mines. And we do have them here in Port Royal. So why not just use them? Right? We can always use more gold. Has this got a connection? Yes, it has. And this one here. Oh, actually in Port Royal, we do need some bricks. So let's get this one here. Actually, I do have lots of bricks here because I prepared 2 ships for the gold mines. But I actually didn't need all of the resources there. So let's get the cargo ship over here.
Stations.
And now that we have so much influence again, I could just reinforce my islands again. The thing is, let's have a look as well at Miss Hunt. As we can see here, non-aggression pact, another 56 minutes. She's definitely going for war again once this is over, so we should prepare for that as well. And another thing that I've done so far is here in Last Loth, so her main island, I started purchasing shares from her. So here we have 640,000 one of these shares cost me. It gives me a bonus of 2,600 to my balance. That's pretty good. And the influence wise, we can afford it now, so I can purchase all of them. She cannot declare war on us at the moment because you have this non-aggression pact. It does not extend to purchasing shares, the non-aggression pact, only to military power. And we do need 2 more shares here, and then we could take over this island here. It would cost us 4 million. But first of all, it is her main island. If she loses that, she's lost a huge power here in the old world as well. It's the island where she's got her main ships and her main defense and stuff like that. So if she loses that island here, she's pretty damn weak now then. In Cape Trelawney, she's only got some small islands over here. And in the new world, well, she is a bit stronger. So we might think about purchasing something here too. This one here is, yeah, empty. And this one here barely has anything in it. So we could easily weaken her then, if that's... Yeah, actually we can take over the island there if we want to. Now, Port Royal, let's go back there. We still have something to do here. First of all, let's unload some goods here. And then, let's build 4 gold mines. We do need everything for my investors and my engineers. That will be also a huge boost to money. Look at that, we are at over 100,000 income right now. And we only want to boost that further, because at the moment it looks like we do have much money, but if you've just seen how much a share costs, for example, it's actually not that much. So we do need more money there. If I would purchase the main island of Miss Hunt, that would already be the end of my financial power. So I would be down to like 200, 300k. So we really need more money there, and should not feel safe with that amount that we have right now. So Port Royal now has a gold, or well, 4 gold mines as well, and Campion here.
But where to?
Campion here is a free cargo ship that we can use. So let's do that. Campion, let's see, route for the 2nd gold mine, and this one from Port Royal to Crown Falls. And there we just take again the gold ore. And in that case, I'm just going to have 1 ship on this trade route here. It's not going to be that much gold. And 200 tons each time will be perfectly fine too. There's the ship for it on its way now. And here, we should have more gold now in store. 26 tons. And then I will have the Kraken's Call 2 on that trade route here too. On La Fortuna for the gold. That we can then deliver over to Crown Falls. Now let's go back to Crown Falls. As we can see here in the middle, I have prepared some blueprints here now for the big buildings that we need. Oh, and she's bought one of these shares back, so she's not giving up that easily over there, so that's something. But in Crown Falls, let's have a look here. We still need to do a few things. Now, first of all, I have prepared the bank here. A very expensive building, but we need it for the happiness of my people of engineers and investors. So let's build it. And this should then raise here the happiness. As you can see, it's going up now, the happiness in that case. And probably 1 will not be enough, but we will need a 2nd bank then over here or something like that. I tend to build the palace in this area here, and the World Fair and our courthouse here in this area there. That's very important, and it's very important that we start with that soon. But I want to wait there for more windows to come in. And we do need to prepare now for the jewelry. So for the pocket watches that we need, right? So pocket watches over here. They do need coal. Well, coal is not a problem. But glass is. Now, glass is something that has been lacking for quite some time. I've reinforced the production last time. We're still pretty damn low on glass there. So I still need to improve that. Over here, we can have a few more sand mines. It's not looking so pretty to have the sand mines here. We do have another harbor after all. I might move over there then at some point. Righto, and then we do need some more glass makers here as well. Let's go for that. Those guys here, they just need sand really, nothing else. So we can just have a few of them here. They do fit in. Wait a second, I do have 10 of them. And 10 of them here, so that's fine for now. Getting a bit more glass here. So this one's pretty much used now. I don't want to waste any space here for the glass or for the sand mines. We do, however, still have place here. And I'm pretty sure, that we don't need that much fish anymore. We don't have that many farmers here. So let's get rid of those fish farms here. And instead, well, have more glass or sand farms that we need. And boy, do we need lots of them. Right, so that's 6 more of them, and that means we can have 6 more glass makers, and they actually fit in here into the harbor area then. And of course, let's have paved roads again. For our district here, and electricity doesn't go that far, but that should be fine still. So that's lots of glass coming in. The next thing for the pocket watches would be the goldsmith. So this one uses then coal and gold. For the coal, I think we should be in a pretty safe spot. Yep, we are capped on that. And the goldsmith, well, it's a beautiful building, so we might as well just have it in the city compound as well. So we can just have it over here. Perfect location for it. And then we have the clockmakers. They require electricity, so it's good to have some space here that we left over, right? Might just as well move a few of them, and then here we can now have some more production buildings. We'll need another market or warehouse here that I can upgrade. And then, since we do have 12 gold mines, we can use around 8 goldsmiths. So we do have the resources for that, for 8 of them. So 8 of them. We do need a warehouse here. And a fire station, of course. Fire station moved away to the second tab there. We can squeeze it in here perfectly. Oh. Not too perfectly though, because we do need some space there for roads as well. Let's have more roads here and here. So that's lots of them. Of course, they do need the gold right now, but that should be a thing of the past soon. This one here has enough electricity. That's fine. And then we can have our pocket watch factories here. They don't need 45 seconds. In that case here, we can have... Oh, I cannot squeeze in one here. Oh, and already, yep, the windows. That resource is a problem.
Taken to wearing hard hats here.
Let's move them up there, actually, because we do need a bit more space. I did not expect this building to be that big. That's working. And 2 more I can squeeze in here. There we actually have some space then here. In that case here for some trees. Let's have some elm trees here. It might be a factory district, but it doesn't. That doesn't mean that it needs to be ugly, right? So this one here just needs a few windows now, then we can build those 2 here too. So 20 more windows there. And other than that, well, I think it's time to have the second ship on the trade route from La Fortuna. So in this case, this one here. And it was the Kraken's call too. So the ship is now on its way there too for the gold. That we get enough gold over here. Righto. And something else that happened is, well, we now do have this ship here. So the Great Eastern, that is another mod that we have. In that case, it's a mighty ship. It's really beautiful. It has 4 full slots of ships, and then it has 6 item slots there. So that's pretty cool. Or where slots there. And it's a perfect ship for expeditions. So with the Great Eastern, we are going on lots of expeditions soon. In that case here, we have a few open of them. In that case, the passage, we are going to wait for a bit more, but the Zoological Expedition is perfect. So Theseus is our ship for that, for the first Zoological Expedition there. So let's go down here. Theseus, there it is. And as we can see, we can squeeze in quite a few here. So the Vice Admiral there and the Herdsman. So that's good. Oh, that's not a ship item though, but that should still be fine. Faith is something. We have medicine that, oh, it can even squeeze in 100 items of each type, you know, but that is not. That is a bit too much, I think. So 50 should be fine there. Faith, that is usually bread. So let's have just 50 bread of that. And then we have some force. And with that, oh, I don't think we have anything for force though. I think the weapons don't count for that. Oh, coffee is good for force. Well, if I'd know that. So there we have it. Got a few of that. Morale is not the highest, but it's still pretty fine. Perhaps we can still squeeze in something for crafting or hunting. We have enough, yeah. Actually, we could make it full, right? We could make the bread full. We could make the medicine full there. And the coffee. Since coffee we have now enough as well. And in that case here, navigation is fine. Faith, chocolate for the extra rations. But I would like to have something for crafting, sewing machines. Right, so that's an 86 morale and everything is fit. So the Great Eastern is now on its way for its first expedition from Crownfolds. And hopefully finding us some good items, because we should start with the zoo and the botanical gardens then soon as well. So far so good. Ship is on its way. Pocket watches are coming in, hopefully. And with that, we'll continue next episode. Stay tuned.